What is up, your host Tyler Harris back with another review for year 2006. This time, WrestleMania 22, Chicago, Illinois. Big time. Raw, SmackDown, event, of course. All-State Arena in Chicago, Illinois. So, yeah. This marks the last WrestleMania to be held in its original arena, as every subsequent edition has been held in a stadium, basically. Yeah, this is the last WrestleMania to be held in an arena because by next year till today, they're in stadiums, basically. Anyway, the main feud heading into WrestleMania on the Raw brand was between John Cena and Triple H over the WWE Championship. After failing to win the Royal Rumble match, Triple H participated in the 2006 Road to WrestleMania tournament, where the winner will become the number one contender for the WWE Championship in the final match on the February on on, on of the tournament held on the February 20th edition of Raw. Triple H faced Rob Van Dam and Big Show in a triple threat match. Triple H won the match after pinning Rob Van Dam following a pedigree. The Road to WrestleMania tournament declared the number one contender for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 22 from Big Show won. Triple H won. Sensors won. Rob Van Dam won. And then Triple H won. The prior feud on the SmackDown brand was between Kurt Angle. Oh, only 2 minutes. 2 minutes, yeah. Between Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, and Rey Mysterio over the World Heavyweight Championship. Mysterio won the 2006 Royal Rumble match, last eliminating Orton to earn a World Championship match at WrestleMania. At No Way Out, Orton defeated Mysterio to win his WrestleMania 22 for his WrestleMania 22 World Championship match. 5 days later, on the February 24th edition of SmackDown, General Manager Theodore Long announced that the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 22 would be a triple threat match involving Mysterio, Orton, and Champion Angle. Another prior feud was between Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon. Yeah, here we go. On the December 26th edition, 2005 edition of Raw, McMahon and Michaels had words and with McMahon threatening that they he could screw Michaels just like he did with Bret Hart anytime he wanted during the following couple of weeks on Raw. Vince had in fact some humiliated Shawn Michaels on the January 23rd edition of Raw. It was between Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin. McMahon declared that if Shawn Michaels would lose, he would also lose his spot in the Royal match. Michaels won that match, kept his spot in the Rumble. But a few moments later, Vince met Shawn backstage. Then he stood that Lady Luck was on his side. Yeah. He also wanted to turn back the clock to the days of sex, drug, and rock and roll. Then he asked him to join him, but got turned down. However, and Vince's last stand that HBK Luck ran out at the Royal Rumble, during the Royal Rumble match, basically began to distract Michaels as his music started playing. During the time, Shane McMahon was not an official entrant in the Rumble in the match, eliminating Michaels after attacking him behind. 1 month later, on the February 27th edition of Raw, Shane hit Michaels with a chair and forced him to join to kiss Vince's ass, thus joining the Vince Kiss My Ass Club. Vince McMahon then announced that he and Michaels would face off each other at WrestleMania on the Raw 2 weeks later, Vince forced Michaels to take a public drug test, all due to Michaels being delivered and drugged by his daughter Stephanie McMahon on the March 6th edition of Raw. During the test, however, Michaels threw a on both Vince and Shane. Later that night, Michaels faced off against the Spirit Squad in a Steel Cage match. The Spirit Squad will win the match by Michaels after Shane interferes and slams the cage door on Michaels. After the match, Shane continues to attack Michaels, rushing to bleed in a precision as and execute coast to coast. On Saturday's main event, Michaels faced off against Shane in a street fight. Nearly the end of the match, Shane locked Michaels in the sharpshooter, and Vince ordered the match to end. Vince screwed Michaels, claimed he submitted to the move, and declared Shane the winner via submission. On the March 20th edition of Raw, Vince announced that his match against Michaels at WrestleMania will now be a no-holds-barred match. Anyways, and one of the featured matches on the undercard was a casting match between The Undertaker and Mark Henry on the March 3rd edition of SmackDown. Undertaker challenged Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight Championship. During the match, after Undertaker executed the Tombstone Piledriver, Henry came out and attacked Undertaker, costing the match to end via disqualification. Undertaker will win the match, but seeing the championship cannot change hands via counter or disqualification, he did not win the title. The following week on SmackDown, Undertaker challenged Henry to a casting match at WrestleMania on the March 18th Saturday night's main event. Henry allowed his manager Daivari to call out The Undertaker. Undertaker came out in a purchased by Drew carrying the casket, and the two started attacking each other shortly after performing a choke slam and following a tombstone piledriver on Daivari on the casket. Okay, let's get on to it. Sorry. I gotta say is right there. It was Started with Big Show and Kane defeating Carlito and Chris Masters to retain the World Tag Team titles. It was not that bad of a match. 5. Yeah. Big Show losing 3 WrestleMania was over, by the way. Anyways. Next up, Robbie and Dam defeats Bobby Lashley, Finlay, Matt Hardy, Ric Flair, and Shawn Michaels in a Money to Big ladder match. This will lead to one night stand on Saturday when I get to it. Yeah. And yeah, Robbie Dam becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. He's the second Money in the Bank winner. So yeah. 7.5. Next up, JBL defeats Chris Benoit to win the United States title. I don't know why JBL won the United States title here, but whatever. 6 out of 10. JBL reversed the cross. He then rolls him up with the hand on the rope. Yeah. Anyways, next up, Edge defeats Big Foley in a hardcore match. Yeah, this is the mistake. This was a great hardcore match. They did the whole Edge goes for the spear, but Mick Foley wraps up with barbed wire to stop the spear. I guess they watched Bret Hart getting spear by Goldberg. Yeah. So they took the idea of that. There was thumbtacks, barbed wire, the Barbie kind of falling in the flaming table, and Joyce House, typical Joyce House. Oh my god! And yeah. 9.5 best match on the night. So yeah. Then we followed with, oh, by the way, Edge was WWE champion at New Year's Revolution 2006. He loses the title to John Cena. He got a rematch against John Cena, but loses thanks to Mick Foley, a special referee. So yeah. Next up, the Boogeyman defeats Booker T and Sharmell in a handshake match. 0. The only thing funny is the backstage thing before this show. Next up, Mickey James defeats Trish Stratus to win the women's champion. Trish's 1-year reign was over. Yeah. I think the Charlotte Oscar match was better than this match. In my opinion. I think that match at last year's WrestleMania was better than this. This was a great match. But there's, Mickey James grabbed by her, you know what. Unfortunately, that gets cut out, and I think another thing got cut out, but yeah. 7.5, yeah. Next up, the Undertaker defeats Mark Henry in a match. Yeah, you know who's going to win this match. It's not Mark Henry. This is a decent, okay catch match. It's better than Undertaker versus Hangman at the Royal Rumble in 2005. And Mark Henry attempts to pin the Undertaker, but then he realized, oh wait, this is not a pinfall match. The Undertaker wins, goes 14-0. Yeah. 5 out of 10. It wasn't that bad. Next up, Shawn Michaels defeats Mr. McMahon in a no-holds-barred match. This is not the end of the review when I get to Backlash. You know what I'm talking about. Vince McMahon does his prayer saying, I'm going to send Shawn Michaels to the fiery depths of hell. This was basically a beatdown match. Spear going interference, and yeah, that is a dumb match. I think he may have had vengeance when I get to June. And then Shane McMahon, the best in the world, interferes and tries to help his daddy, but Shawn Michaels beats him up. And he just shoved Shane's fist off his daddy's ass crack, Jim Ross said. And then he gives him a charge up super kick after he did the DX chop. Again, foreshadowing something. And then, like WrestleMania 19, Vince gives a middle finger to Shawn, and then Shawn smells it. 6.5. It wasn't a bad match. Next up, we had Rey Mysterio defeats Randy Orton and Kurt Angle in a triple threat match to win the World Heavyweight Championship. This match lasted, let me check, 9 minutes and 19 seconds. Vince McMahon, you idiot. You gotta give your all match for what was it? 18 minutes. And this match gets 9 minutes. Vince, you're a fucking idiot. It pissed people off that this match gets 9 minutes, but Rey Mysterio did win the world title. I would get this higher, but thanks to Vince's bullshit politics, 6 out of 10. Then we got a Tori Wilson defeats Candice in a Playboy Bunny pillow fight match. Not gonna talk about it. Moving on, 0. Main event: John Cena defeats Triple H by submission to retain the WWE Championship. This match was okay. It was okay. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't bad. It was okay. I prefer this over Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns and The Undertaker from the prior years. Yeah, John Cena will retain the title with that STF. Mike Henry gets low blow by John Cena by Triple H, and of course he had his sledgehammer, of course, and John Cena gets him in the STFU, and Triple H taps out. I give it a I give this a I'm gonna be I'm gonna get hate for this. I give it a 5.3 out of 10. In my opinion, a 5.3 out of 10. So was it big time? Was it larger than life? No. Overall, I give this show a 5.5 out of 10. I'm gonna get hate for this, but yeah. You're two world champions by the end of Rey Mysterio and John Cena. Yeah. 5.3 out of 10 is my final rating. So I'll catch you next time. Hopefully be a better show. Lockdown 2006. Stingers, Warriors versus Cheers Army. And Backlash. When it's Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon versus Shawn Michaels. And God! Bye.